Every few years there seems to be a new scariest movie ever that hits theaters and claims to be so scary people are fleeing the theaters or throwing up in the aisles or what have you. I always bite and am rarely disappointed. I'm so happy to say that this one also lived up to the hype. What's going on YouTube? My name's Jay Lee and I like a lot of stuff. Today I'm talking about this year's Halloween must-watch. No, not Halloween Ends. Barbarian. Right out of the gate, I'm just gonna say that I love this movie. It's these ultra-tense, nail-biting, edge-of-your-seat type experiences that I love being in the theater for. Barbarian kicks things off tense and really doesn't let up, save for a few short comedic sequences midway through the second act. Oof. I was stressed and I had the best time. Being in the theater means you gotta sit through it all and just bask in your discomfort. And this movie seems to take joy in setting up those high tension situations. The first act in particular creates some drama, leading to tension, and then dread, until it finally boils over in full-on terror. And it was such a delight to watch these people work. The performances by Georgina Campbell and Bill Skarsgård are positively electric as they play off each other. The slow unraveling of the mystery really heightens the fear as you watch these two people interact and suss each other out. Campbell is spectacular as a young woman who's shoved into a situation I wouldn't wish upon any young male or female renting an Airbnb. This is not to take away from Skarsgård, who's perfect in this role given his filmography. Another familiar face in horror, Justin Long, adds an interesting wrinkle to the scenario with a fun train wreck of a character. As usual, I'm being vague to avoid spoilers because I really do think the less you know about this one, the better. Thankfully, the trailer and marketing seem to have played coy and avoided revealing too much. Bravo! As a result, this movie is actually able to take you by surprise. The super oppressive feeling of not knowing and slowly uncovering this mystery makes the fear very, very real. Every dark corner or aspect of the frame that isn't lit or properly in focus raises questions and tortures your eyes to reveal some clue that may or may not even be there. There are some scenes in the dark that had me begging to be watching this on an OLED TV because some true blacks would have saved my eyes from straining to see all those little things in the dark. I know that horror movies playing in the dark isn't a new concept, but I really have to say the film utilized lighting super effectively, not only from a filmmaking perspective, but as a narrative tool as well. The conundrum that's presented of light being the only way to combat the dark and yet dreading the illumination of that which might be lingering in said darkness. It's paranoia inducing and at the same time so exhilarating. The structure of Barbarian also feels very unique and refreshing. The three-act structure has pretty definitive markers between them and yet doesn't feel disjointed or separate because it all expertly comes together in the end. This might not have been a very detailed or in-depth review of the movie. For that, you can check out Film Speak's very excellent and glowing review. But if you're a fan of horror or simply need a horror experience to blow your hair back this October, this is it. I'm gonna give Barbarian a 9 out of 10. It's a weird thing to say that I had a blast with this movie because it's pretty friggin' dark, but I absolutely did enjoy the crap out of this movie. If you watched this one recently, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Otherwise, come back soon to catch my thoughts on all the stuff I haven't talked about yet.